It's going. Hi guys, welcome to Friggin' Cheap. My name's John. I got a lot going on today. Today is the 2nd of January. Happy New Year once again to everybody. I got a lot of stuff to do today. As most of you guys know, I write the numbers down of everything, hour meters and of everything that's going on. So I started that. I got the hour meters on anything I'm going to run. I just first of the month write down hours or mileage or whatever on that. So I've done that already. I've already moved some wood around and done this and that, which are going to come, even though I've already done it and filmed it or whatever this thing is, cameraed it. I don't know, what do you call it? It's not film, is it? I don't know. I guess maybe it's just new film. Anyhow, I got to get these ashes dumped. I haven't dumped them. That's basically since the start of the burning season. So I got to do that. Took a wood rack down, which will come after this, but I already did it, so I'll show you what I got that way. So most of the work that I'm doing, which is goofy work, I'm just all over the place. So to bring you along is kind of hard. This is kind of a dump and run thing, and it's I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's cold out here today. It's about 35, windy, and no sun. And oh my gosh, this got wet and is heavy. I'll probably lose it. Of course, I lost it a long time ago, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it either. It's even wet all the way down the bottom. It's been so rainy here. Move it over here. This old wheelbarrow's had a hard life. Uh-oh, I lost my aluminum foil. Where'd it go? The ashes burned it up. I'll be darned. This, I'll show you in a minute. This old wheelbarrow, I don't know if you're in there. The wood's all rotted out and burned up on it. That's the spacer there. And it's full of holes. I guess maybe you can see that. I'll bring it up a little closer. Lets the water drain out, I guess. Normally I have it up higher than I have it, but I've had so much of that creosote water dropping off that I didn't put it. Normally it gets underneath that roof up there, but I've been fighting this creosote water so much that this is just in a couple days. This is since I emptied this morning. See this? I emptied that this morning. So I'm going to take and probably run that through the same paint strainer I ran the gas through, put it in my sprayer and spray some of the boards in the buildings where those carpenter bees get. These were old ashes. This is last night's ashes because I don't put current ashes down when I dump those, because they still might have hot embers in there. This is the wood that was out of the crate that was in here. This is the crate I already picked up and brought in here. This is bonfire wood, but bonfire wood is going to be boiler wood. So that's what's going on. The next thing I might bring up, somebody asked, is when I'm going to bring the chunks and hunks up. Probably pretty soon. I like these racks. I tried to buy a couple more. Some guy had, I think, 4 of them. And I made him an offer. He didn't like my offer, so I didn't get him. So this is just crap I pick up. I don't even know where, when, or what. Bonfire wood, but if I don't use it in the bonfire, then I put it in the boiler. Not much going on. What was left in that rack I stacked down here. So if you put this in there, I used about 1 rack since the last time I did that. So anyway, that's basically what's going on today. I got to go find a place to dump this. I might spread it out even and dump it in what was the garden area. I usually dump it on fresh leaves, but I dump my leaves down over the hill because I don't really do a garden anymore. Riding in style. I'm going to go up there and wash the windows. I'm going to top off the fuel tank on it because they're calling for snow tomorrow, and snow on not much, I think just flurries tomorrow, and then more on Monday. We might get a couple inches on Monday, and I'll probably, if I plow, I'll probably use this. I don't like this time of the year because it's muddy. All the tracks fill in with mud, and then it just gets slung. So I never get out of first gear. I poke along real slow so I don't sling it all up underneath everything. Anyhow, that's about what's going on. Oh, I was going to show you the hole in here. I didn't show you. Big hole. I've had that wheelbarrow since early 80s. Got a lot of stuff in the early 80s, and that was one of them. Anybody know what that is? Jeep snowplow frame, old Jeep snowplow frame. Oh, I know what I did. I got in contact with the people that I bought the distributor and coil and all that stuff from for the Jeep down there. It was kind of hard to get through to them because it was Christmas, which I understand. I'm fine with that. The coil that I'm putting in with that electronic ignition, the Jeep needs a resistor in it, unless there is a resistor in the coil. And I didn't know whether that coil had a resistor in it, so I finally got a hold of somebody. They said it had a resistor in it, so I don't have to put a resistor in it. So I'm a little bit closer to going. So, and maybe I'll pick up the battery that's in the back. I got a battery to put in it that's in the back. So I might, I'm just kind of dilly-dallying around today. I got to go in, like I said, to the John Deere dealer and get that little gas thing. I don't understand how that tractor ran at all without that tube in there, but that tube did not come out. My guess is, well, I have no good guess. It did not come out when I shook it out, okay? And there's no rattle in there. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe, and I washed it out a couple times, maybe it's stuck inside against some slime, so it didn't rattle. I have no idea. But it ain't rattling around yet. I'll probably shake it some more. Maybe I'll do that with you guys on. Give you something to laugh at, watch at. That's got to be pretty boring, because now that it should be dried up in there. And so maybe if that thing is in there, it'll break loose. Because those particles, one guy said the particles might be, I had no indication of any particles at all. None in that crap that I did. So oh, it must. I was shaking. I don't know. You've probably not even seen that. I'm up there shaking it, and I'm hearing it. Oh, something shaking around. It was my button on the thing. There just ain't nothing in there, guys. So how'd that tractor run? How'd that tractor run at all? You know, because I only had 2 inches of gas in it. That's just kind of really weird. I mean, there was no signs of that plastic. It's supposed to be clear plastic or something like that. Anyhow, that's what's going on today. If I got something that's interesting, oh, I know what I forgot to tell you. I finished up that dough box. I finished up that dough box last night in the cold down there, and the legs got on it, and I glued them and screwed them, and I just used deck screws, and they look fine. It's nothing that's ever going to get dome. And those things this morning were solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. So that's good, because it's just going to be a showpiece from here on out for the wife. So that's what's going on. Movie's a little bit short right now because the weather's a little bit crappy. So we'll see what we can do for you. Bye-bye. Hit the like button, subscribe button if you can. Where are we at? We got to turn this thing off. Hi guys, welcome back. This is a cold and breezy day, but I had to take a rack out there. Calling for some snow tomorrow. Yeah, shove it back in. That's kind of why I like these pieces. These pieces still in there. So we got 8 racks here empty now that I've used in the boiler. And today, like I said, it's only about 36 and it's real windy. We're using that because it has heat. Now I'm going to go over somewhere over there. I know where the bucket is. I haven't gone and got the part for this thing yet. Hope to go down and get that this afternoon, but I got to get chores first. Some of the chores that I got to do, what a mess. Some of the chores that I got to do are get the numbers and hours meters off of everything, and I've done some of it already. Just because I keep track of everything. First of the month, basically. Today is the 2nd, though, but nothing's changed. I didn't run anything yesterday. So I'm gonna take this off, put the buckets on, because I still haven't emptied the ashes, and then we'll see how much ashes we used in January. So next we'll be up at the boiler area, I hope. We'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, you're on the end of my arm selfie stick. Well, I was down here and I finally decided what to do with the ashes. I decided I would sprinkle a shovelful around the base of all the trees, which is good. So I got my shovel here and I get it and I scoop it and put it around, and I was coming down the row here and look at what the daggone deer. They just tore this apple tree up. Tore this tree up. Look at the footprints down here. And daggone deer, you try to be nice to them. Have to tell my buddy that's hunting that maybe my 7-point might have to go. I don't know which one did that, but they're in the apple trees all the time. I'm surprised I didn't get with that one. I'm surprised that they would still be doing that to the trees this time of the year. Because that happened like last night or the night before. I wasn't out yesterday. So I'm gonna keep sprinkling it down and still PO to deers. If you ever notice when I go through over there, we'll walk down there because we got so much time to kill. But you can see how I sprinkled some of that stuff out. You know, some went good, some went in piles. This whole section of trees, when I planted these trees years and years ago, there's some more of that stuff. This whole section of trees is all missing because of the deer, except for those. There was 2 up there and 2 here that the Japanese beetles took out. They were cherry trees, and those guys defoliated those things like 3 years in a row, and they didn't make it. But anyhow, all the peach trees that were through here, they rubbed their antlers on them, even though I had barriers around them somewhat. They just pushed through everything. So just kind of a upsetting update to what's going on. The daggone deer. That's you try to be good to them, but then you start to realize how much damage they do. And that's, you know, if you see these limbs that are tore down like this, okay, this is deer damage where they just get up and tear the whole limb down. And I pull them off constantly. And you figure, here's another one up here. You can see how bad these things need trimming. Anyway, that's just kind of a disappointing find, but thought you might be interested in it. See you later now. Bye-bye. Hi guys, real heavy wind back this day. I hadn't been back to the sawmill in I don't know how long. Been a while. So I thought with all the wind and all the nonsense going on, just kind of do a check around. Oh, there's a pair of gloves that I was looking for. No wonder I couldn't find them. Keeping them warm. They ain't too warm up there today. Good job, John. Anyhow, I had to come back and check the mileage on the white truck. I need to get it out because I got some logs I need to go pick up, but I don't think it's going to be a while before I get those logs. Just kind of writing down numbers. Anyhow, I thought while I was back here, I'd give you guys a look-see. Everything seems fine. I got a few limbs down, but nothing major. Cold, windy. The sun's trying to come out now a little bit. 1 minute, we're up. Bye.